And finally, let's hear from Hope Gordon with her speech, Should I Stay or Should I Go?
Should I stay or should I go? I know that I and countless other young people have asked this question when considering our future, what it will look like and where we want to live it. In Northern Ireland today, an incredibly large percentage of young people leave to study abroad and many never return. In fact, did you know 17,000 young people leave annually to continue their education, with 2/3 never returning? The result? A major brain drain in this country and a deficit of brilliant minds we need to improve our standing on global platforms. Maybe they're trying to escape the weather, maybe they're not, but as many have already mentioned here today, there are numerous issues facing this country which I believe greatly contribute to young people's decision to leave. The lack of progress within the Northern Ireland Executive, for example. Many leave because of this. There's little doubt that the lack of a functioning government, paired with the lack of change that comes even when there's a government in session, are two major push factors in wanting to leave. What's the point in staying somewhere that cannot fix its problems, that cannot initiate change, that cannot lead in a modern society? The Good Friday Agreement brought about a new period of peace, meaning people could finally look past the legacy of trauma that once was and look to the future with hope and determination that things were going to change. However, sadly, there are still deep-rooted fissures of division here today. Still, we face significant challenge to cohesion, such as segregated housing or segregated education, and still there is a common perception that depending on where you grew up or what your last name is, that you believe in one or another side of a political and religious coin. The fact that we have made relatively little progress in dealing with these divisions shows there's no wonder young people don't want to stay here. Many factors push young people away from Northern Ireland, including many which I haven't mentioned here today, such as cuts in educational funding or the lack of investment in crucial infrastructures needed to support this country. Luckily, the situation is not without hope, and we are seeing increasing elements which are pulling young people to stay here. For example, what do you think of when I mention our creative industries? For the majority of you, your first thought might have been our film and TV industries, and for good reason. 25 years ago, this would not have been the case. 25 years ago, in terms of our creative sphere, we were known for things like the poetry of Seamus Heaney or the music of Van Morrison. Whatever it was, not many would argue that achievement in the film industry was a major part of our identity back then. Up until the Good Friday Agreement, few would have considered creating a film or TV show based on Northern Ireland or in Northern Ireland, unless the narrative was on the conflict here. Today, though, in 2023, we are renowned for our outstanding industry. From world-class TV shows such as Game of Thrones and Dairy Girls, to brilliant, homegrown stories and movies such as Ordinary Love and An Irish Goodbye. Northern Ireland has gained a global reputation for our ability to produce some of the most loved and critically acclaimed films and TV shows of recent times. I am lucky enough to have witnessed this flourishing industry and the progress it has made and continues to make, because my dad is composer and TV producer. Because of this, I have been given a behind-the-scenes pass to our industries and have seen just how determined, hard-working, inclusive and forward-thinking this industry is. In the last 25 years, we went from having an industry dead zone to a now world-renowned, prosperous one, which since 2018 has brought in over £330 million into our economy, cemented our position on this global stage. If this isn't an amazing example of change, I don't know what is. And we must learn from this and take from this that we have the capacity for change. But for this change to occur, we need to address the current political issues which are creating future socio-economic ones. By 2048, this question of should I stay or should I go must not be driven by push factors, but by pull factors. Work needs to start now to make Northern Ireland a desirable place to live now and then, no matter your education, your religion, your opinions, or your politics. Because remember, there is no future without the young people here to live it.